All right. So I don't know how many of you started following this channel when Josh mentioned it last semester. He he usually did this thing at the beginning of the class where he showed up visualization and asked us to guess what it was. And he mentioned this channel in one of those classes, and I started following him from then. So the cool thing about this channel is they do a battle, a contest kind of thing every month. They share a data set and ask people to visualize. And it has a lot of subscribers, around 13.6 million. So we get to see some cool visualizations that they share. And the people who follow it vote on what visualization they found to be cool. And at the end of the month, one person wins and like four other gets some honorable mentions in the channel. And I don't know what people who win get, so but still it's something to follow if you're planning to share a lot of data. We get ideas on how to develop new visualizations. In January, they shared a data set which had like the list of oldest people in the world, which is official list, which Guinness Book of World Record recognizes, and they asked people to develop a visualization in which they would do it. And this won the best visualization award. It's called a tree of life, like how a tree would have rings in its bark. This is how it is, and the color in it represents each of the ethnicity of the person, and this is the reign of it, like how many years they were the oldest person in the list. Like even if the person is oldest, after some he eventually dies and another person will overtake him, beating his record. So this was the person who was oldest for over 9 years, and after that people started getting, some people were only oldest for like 48 days and they got beat by another person. It's kind of interesting to see. Yeah, this was really cool. I don't know which tool they used to develop this, but there are other, and these are some of the others that got honorable mentions. I don't know if you're able to see this. This was created in R though using ggplot, and so they have a list of people and their birthplaces and their birth date and end date, I guess.
You can hide that.
Yeah, their birth date and end date and their age color coded according to different shades of colors. And then they have their overall graph showing it, the overall reign of that person. And as you can see, the 9-year person still shows up significantly over here. And
Is that again? What was that part?
this is the person who was oldest for a long period of time. The
right.
person who was oldest for around 9 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one interesting thing about this is all the people who are old are female. Like there's only 4 males among them, saying that, showing something real. And this is something that was created in Tableau, and they have this historical events that occurred in this past century, showing like how it evolved. Like there's American Civil War and first light bulb in Manhattan, Apollo moon landing, and commencement commercial internet, showing like this was done in Tableau. And last month they did a visual. They asked people to visualize the physical harm and dependence by drugs, like different types of drugs, and this person won that by creating a radar graph of stuff. Even this doesn't show a lot of things when you look at it overall, but there's some tabs in which you can open, and it shows like how each drug contributes to physical harm, dependence, and social harm. It's something really cool. I kind of spend like 1 hour every week looking through all these. And this is a different kind of visualization. And the good thing is they share the code that they use to develop all these so that people can go through it and use it and credit them for using it. Sometimes people use code from previous visualizations that other people developed to develop their own original content, and they mark it by crediting the original person that developed it, so both of them get credit for that. So it's my 5 minutes done. In addition to this, there is one person who I really like. Her username is Cute Charts or Cute Plots, something like that. She does this amazing country portraits in which she shows the general overview of all that country, their GDP, their expenditure, how they trade with people, their population, expenditure on military and other programs. It's like complete overview of the country. There's a lot of data in it, and she manages to fit together everything in a single chart. And this is one of the earliest designs that she had, and she constantly keeps updating her design process. So this is something really old. Some of the newer plots would look something like this, in which she has like bands going around showing the overall exports and imports from each country. This is for United States. This is for India. This gives a lot of insight to country, like showing how well they get along with others. China does a lot of trade with almost all countries across the world. And then this is one of the newer designs she developed. She started doing this from last week. And the cool thing is once she gets a new design, she starts updating the old ones to reflect that. So it still takes time to get all this done. I don't know how she does this. I'm still looking around to find how she does this. She didn't share a code, but I think it takes a lot of effort to do all that. Then there's Japan, which is supposed to be one of the best countries. For Norway, Canada. Look at that. The whole dynamics between United States and Canada. That's all I had for my.
So you think the center one is computer generated, or I mean the code? I'm sure she must do.
I think she does a lot of
editing.
editing and doing in After Effects.
Perps are, I mean.
She does I think it's art.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, it's a lot of data to synthesize and put together, and like overall compare the sizes of the rays that are going need to be reflective of the amount of trade that's going on. So it does have a lot of math behind it. So yes.
What were some of the imports and exports with India? I couldn't.
Sorry, let me go back. Yeah, the exports and imports are again shown in this kind of like a legend kind of thing. The exports are gemstones, fuels, machinery, vehicles, textiles, and chemicals. And the import is fuel, gemstones, electrical components, and machinery.
Different gemstones.
Yeah.
Different fuels.
They have the median salary, unemployment rate, life expectancy, everything. I only showed some countries, but she had a lot more in there. If anyone's interested, I will share the link of that.